What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to episode 3 of the Safety Scissors and Duct Tape podcast. I'm Safety Scissors.
And I'm Duct Tape, and at some point, we're not going to be able to keep track of that number. He's like, episode 3. I'm like, we're already on 3 and you're not sure?
We'll be like, episode 6.
I can't even remember what day of October it is.
You'll be like, it's episode 100. Yeah, episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
No. But it is episode 3, so the trilogy.
No, it's longer than a trilogy. You're killing me. Today we're actually going to be talking about more 90s things. Like, geez, I had no idea we were going to do that.
90s?
Well, this topic got sparked because I've been having a problem.
What's the problem, Jen?
Mom jeans.
Oh, that is a problem.
I cannot with mom jeans. All of my students wear them. Half of my friends wear them. They swear by them. They're just like, oh yeah, mom jeans, they're so amazing. They make you look so good. I tried a pair on. I felt like a granny. Mm-hmm. I was just like, I'm sorry, but no. These weren't attractive when moms wore them in the 90s. I don't see them being attractive. And then I started thinking, maybe, just maybe, it's because my fashion sense is a little stuck in the 90s. I'm not going to lie.
Oh.
But at the same time, I still can't. I can't with the mom jeans. I can't even with the high-waisted stuff. Like, I feel like it just makes people look short and boxy and square and thicker.
Less curvy, more SpongeBob-y.
Yeah, I remember, okay, I know, and I know the opposite feeling of today is that low-rise pants are the worst thing ever. I've had people say, if anyone wears low-rise pants, I am not their friend anymore. I'm like, wow, I totally do, but thanks. But, like, I remember the point of low-rise pants was to elongate the torso, making the torso look, like, obviously longer, because that's what I just said, but giving a nice, tall shape, you know? And I think nowadays pants are higher so that it hides, like, imperfections that people can, like, I don't know, be bloated, I guess, and it still makes you look okay, but I feel like it just makes me look short, and I can't deal with it. And that got me thinking about 90s fashion. I've been trying to do a vlog or a podcast or something on how much I don't like mom jeans, and finally I got to do it, okay? And it got me thinking about 90s fashion and how I really am stuck. I still love low-rise pants. I do like ripped jeans. I always have. Now they're back in fashion. Now they just come in skinny jeans. But I prefer like Jenko, wide-legged, you know? Like, not even like Jenko. That's a bit much. But like, they call them boyfriend jeans. But really, I call them just wide-leg jeans. Or how about boot cut?
Oh, I
loved boot cut.
That
tight up top and flare at the bottom. It made your legs look so good. Skinny jeans make people's legs look like super thick at the top and then super skinny at the bottom, and I'm like, that's not the shape I was going for. But
like up north in the snow, like back then it was all boot cut jeans for guys because you wore boots and you just throw them over your boots and you're good. And they're comfy, they're relaxed, they're baggy.
Yeah.
So you were comfy.
And I liked how it made the top of the leg, which is usually the thicker part, which a lot of girls can get pretty self-conscious about that. It would make that look thinner and smaller because it accentuated the bottom of the leg, bringing out the jean. Everything about the 90s fashion was designed to make girls look like curvier and smaller. And now I feel like things are designed to make girls look straighter and square. But maybe that's just because my sense of aesthetic is stuck in the 90s because of the way fashion acted. You know? Like the half-tuck shirt. I can't deal. Like, I remember I used to wear my shirts super long so that it would, again, elongate my torso. But people keep, like, half-tucking their shirt in so that it's, like, short. And obviously it's a crop top. But, like, look, we can talk about my sense of fashion later. But
they do this where, like, it almost makes it look like a nicer, comfy look. It's comfy because it's out open in the back, but it's tucked in so it looks a little more fashionable.
Yeah, so you get this, but it still looks like, do you know the end of Pretty Woman when she has like the business casual. She's sitting at the pool with Kit, right?
Yeah.
And she's got it's straight up mom outfit. It's mom on vacation outfit. It's like a loose fitting top and loose fitting shorts and a loose fitting jacket, but the loose fitting top is tucked into the shorts. And I'm just like, that is such a mom outfit. And I mean a 90s mom, not like a cool mom of today. No offense to 90s moms. Like I had a 90s mom, but like their outfits were a big no.
Yeah.
And I just can't get over it, you know? And so it got me thinking about 90s fashion. I have so much 90s stuff. Can we just talk about baby tees?
Oh.
Baby tees were the cutest thing, and they were so flattering because, again, it did that thing where the torso was nice and elongated, and it was tight where it needed to be, and it accentuated the curve because it curved out just a little bit, and it looked so good with low-rise jeans from Hot Topic.
Okay. I was actually, let's see, in the 90s, like I said, I was a big fan of bootcut jeans, but I was also in just the relaxed fit jeans just because they were baggy.
You still have them.
Yeah. They were baggy and just, they were comfy. And then I was also a big fan of just the long tees. Just like a white, or, whatever color, and then just like a long t-shirt and a backwards hat. And I looked, basically in the 90s, if you saw a guy with a backwards hat, there's a 90% chance his hair has not been washed in a day or two.
Probably not.
It's greasy, and that's why he put his hat on. So he didn't.
And chances are his Walkman or Discman at that point is filled with hip hop.
Oh yeah.
Filled with hip hop music.
Yeah, he got the bass boost switched over.
Bass boost.
And he was ready to go.
Non-skip.
Yeah, non-skip. And I remember those. That was a big part of my fashion was just jeans and a t-shirt. It's always been.
My tomboy phase, I would do like wide leg jean shorts from the boys section and like a big long t-shirt that would be super long and you could only see like this much, like I don't know, 4 inches of the shorts because the shirt was so long. That was my tomboy phase. So I dressed a lot like a boy. Phase? Dude, I'm still a tomboy. But gosh, I remember so many things. Scrunchies are back. Okay? But they have not been improved. The thing about scrunchies is that they never actually held your hair. They would slip out of my hair all the time. If I wanted a high pony, by the end of the day, that is a low pony with a scrunchie. So they haven't really improved scrunchies. You still have to use an actual ponytail holder, like the rubber band kind, then put the scrunchie over it to make it just look cuter.
So it's decorative.
Yes, to me it's a decorative thing, or you just wear it on your wrist like a bracelet. Haha. But I feel like in all that time, if scrunchies were going to make a comeback, couldn't they have improved their elasticity?
Just a little.
Just a little.
Okay.
Oh, man. I still can't get over mom jeans, but I have gotten over skinny jeans. Okay. I'm cool with skinny jeans now, and I think it's my love for combat boots that made me be okay with that.
I am surprisingly okay now. I used to make fun of my brother when he started wearing skinny jeans because I was like, that's dumb. I was like, they're tight. They're not comfy and anything like that. And then I have a couple pair now, and I love them. They're very comfy. They're very, they're just throw them on and you're good. But I'm sorry that I made fun of you, Matthew.
Oh my God. But
no, I'm not.
Now I wonder if the same thing that happened with skinny jeans is going to happen with mom jeans, and I'll catch on to that trend and go, okay, fine, I guess I like these, and it'll be too late. Like pretty much every trend I've ever caught on to is like 2 years too late. I am that bad when it comes to fashion. But I don't know. Can we just talk about leather jackets being amazingly awesome, but like only worn with certain things? I feel, again, stuck in the 90s. I love a leather jacket with a dress. Is that weird? Do people still wear leather jackets with a dress?
The moment you say that, you know what I always think about? The Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
The movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm stuck.
Yeah,
that's exactly where I got that from. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, she threw it on and she was ready to go.
Over the puffy dress.
Yep.
I would totally wear that.
Yeah. I always laugh about that movie because Ben Affleck's in it.
Luke Perry?
Ben Affleck is too. He's one of the basketball players. Yeah, he's an extra.
I thought you just totally called Luke Perry Ben Affleck,
no,
and now my mind is blown.
I'm like 90% sure he's actually one of the basketball players.
Okay, we'll have to look that up. If you know, put it in the comments. Although I promise we'll look it up after this anyway. But put it in the comments.
But best death scene in a movie ever is Pee Wee Herman when he dies in that movie.
What?
The vampire when he's like.
Oh, that.
That's the best death scene ever.
don't know. Tuvok's death scene from the blooper reel for Star Trek Voyager was pretty good. But
no, I was also a big fan of overalls.
I was about to say that. Oh my gosh, I was about to say overalls.
I had my like construction boots, or like a little later on they went to Tim's, and then my overalls with just a baggy shirt and a backwards hat or sideways hat.
Sideways hat.
Because that was what was cool, and basketball jerseys were big back then.
I see, and I wear basketball jerseys still, and I crop them now because I just prefer that. But I wear basketball jerseys still, and I wear overalls. I am actually obsessed with the idea of getting a pair of overalls right now.
Yeah.
And
I would like a pair. I think I want to get a pair.
But they don't make them the way that they did in the 90s. I want like a nice, soft, relaxed fit that I could like, I'm going to say it, that I can pop one of those shoulders off and let it hang open.
Okay, I'm down. I want to do that.
But I like them with like a nice striped shirt, or almost, like a striped. I kind of want to say I might look like Chucky if I did that, but I do like a striped shirt. It just looks cute. I think it's adorable, or a neon.
I think the idea of just, they were like relaxed fit overalls. You know what I mean? Like they were just, that's what they were. They were relaxed
comfy.
Fit. I was also in the 90s, I remember wearing a lot of windbreaker outfits.
Oh, no, not me.
Where you could hear them walking down the halls.
I have a windbreaker sitting right over there.
And people are like, I can hear you coming.
My Captain America windbreaker that we got for when it was raining out. Oh, yeah, people hear me coming when I'm wearing that. But
put you in that and your tap shoes, and everybody's going to hear you.
There's a video of me in a windbreaker. Remember the 90s looking? It's for our Can't Touch This video. Or no, I did Vanilla Ice. Did I do Can't Touch This or Vanilla Ice?
I think you did Can't Touch This to that one.
I think I did. I did do Vanilla Ice for something else, though. Oh, the Hammer Pants. I should have waited. Should have waited on Can't Touch This so that I could do the Hammer. Anyway. 90s music, guys. But man, I can't get over some of the fashion trends of today. And I do think it is because you and I are just so stuck. Like, you dress like a 90s kid every day. Just like the t-shirt and the cargo shorts. Every day, t-shirt and cargo shorts. And if he has to go to work, t-shirt underneath some button down that's required for work, and a pair of cargo jeans or cargo pants. Like,
yeah, 100% just because.
And I wear dance clothes all the time now, but it took me forever to get on the leggings train. I was like, I am not wearing leggings, and now that's all I ever wear. But I can't wear them as pants. That's another trend I can't do. And I'm just weird. I feel like my butt is so exposed when I wear them as pants, because I guess in the 90s I felt like, the bike shorts with the t-shirt that you tied off to one side.
With your fanny pack?
With the fanny pack. I feel too much like that when I wear leggings as pants. I actually wear shorts over leggings, and my leggings are more like an undergarment. But don't judge me, okay? It's just me. It's just who I am. But, I don't know, God, so much has changed. So much has changed.
Nobody wears their hat backwards anymore.
No. People started
sideways.
Thinking that was lame, or that you're a hoodlum.
They might be right. I might be. No, they. I don't know. I'd like to bring back sideways hats.
Okay.
Can we bring that back?
Yes. In the next video that you're actually like physically in and not a podcast, wear a sideways hat.
Okay.
Do you have a hat that'll fit on your head sideways?
Maybe. I'll have to look. This goes back to episode 2 with my giant head.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But no.
I'd like to bring back butterfly clips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like just having a butterfly sitting on your head. I think I'd like to bring that back.
Would I look pretty with one?
Oh, of course.
Oh, thanks.
Of course. Yeah, I feel like a lot of fashion of today is just, it's a lot more forgiving of the body than it was in the 90s. And I think that maybe what today's kids don't like about 90s fashion, the low-rise pants were not forgiving. They're like, but you could see your underwear. And I'm like, they didn't have to be that low-rise. Like, come on, Christina Aguilera's low-rise is just a little too low, okay? But I mean, like, low enough to create a shape with the torso, but it wasn't forgiving. It wasn't forgiving at all. And I think clothes today are a lot more forgiving. But people are less forgiving. Clothing and fashion have become such a point of anger for people. Like, I teach middle and high school aged girls, so I see when they get like over like outfits or whatever, or if somebody is a visco girl, That's the thing. That's the thing now.
Okay.
If somebody is a Visco girl, the whole rest of the class will like gang up on how lame she is for being a Visco girl. But at the same time, I'm looking at what they're wearing and I'm like, wait, doesn't that make you qualify for being a... You have one of those water bottles too.
Yeah, you're wearing almost the same thing.
Same outfit. Like, what are you doing?
Well, she has it on the left wrist and not the right wrist, so she's a Visco girl.
Well, like, I just feel like everyone's constantly needing to say what they like is the only thing that matters, and what you're wearing isn't fashionable because it's not what I would wear. So there's just maybe it's because I teach teenage girls though.
Yeah, there's a lot of that just in general.
I kind of see it at work though, because I definitely don't dress my age, I suppose. I don't act my age either, and I definitely see like there's a difference between me and the other people that I work with. Even at the dance studios, like there's this one person I work with at one of the dance studios who dresses like an adult, even though I think she's 12 years younger than me. But she dresses much more adult than I do. She acts more adult. She's perfectly made up face, hair always perfect and done up and ready, no nonsense, but also very fashionable. And I just can't. But I don't judge her for it. And I hope that she doesn't judge me for looking like a 16-year-old from the 90s constantly. But... I just couldn't pull that off. But I don't feel the animosity between us that I am between the 16-year-olds in my class. Yeah, you see them, yeah. But maybe it's just today's climate. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know if you've been on Facebook lately, but today's climate is just, this is what I think and everybody else sucks. Well, this is what I think and that means you suck. And it's just...
No longer is it that everybody can have an opinion and it's okay. It's now, if your opinion isn't mine, it's wrong.
Yeah. And I think I was actually thinking about that the other day, is how the political climate has changed. And we're not going to talk about politics. For anyone that is about to tune out, we are not talking about politics. But is it okay if we talk about the idea that the climate of politics has changed?
We'll talk about politics, but we will not get political.
Yes. Okay. So you remember back in the day when the craziest thing about politics was that Bill Clinton played the saxophone?
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, there were other things that were kind of crazy, but we're not going to talk about that. Or like, who's Ross Perot?
He's got $2 billion.
Or like Ralph Nader. Does anybody remember the name Ralph Nader?
Back then it was like, you just wanted to see the funny side of politics. Like that's where you got your entertainment. Like, George Bush messed up like a speech or something. Everybody thought it was everybody thought it was hilarious.
That's 2000s.
Well, but I'm just saying back then like, and then like the way that Clinton talked, or like I remember people making fun of Clinton's laugh. The just that was just very laid.
Is that how he laughed? I don't even remember that.
It was probably closer to Bush, but you know what I mean?
But that sounds more like Bush.
But like the way that they would laugh, and then people would make a big deal and just joke about it, and like they would carry on, or they'd go in to see each other at school.
I just remember, I remember the saxophone thing about Bill Clinton, because I was a musician in high school, and so everybody was like drawing Bill Clinton on the saxophone, and even Animaniacs referenced it. Yeah. And it was just one of those things that I don't know much about Bill Clinton because I was so little when he was president. I was young and I didn't know much, but I do remember that. And I was very inspired by that. I was like, oh man, look at that. Somebody that can be the president and play an instrument. That means I can do anything. But
it seemed like the people's way of saying that they didn't like one of the other candidates or whatever, it was more of I don't like Bill Clinton because there's a picture of him eating at McDonald's. It wasn't a real thing. It was just like, it just seemed more lighthearted.
Yeah, I don't remember such hate and heaviness happening back then, but maybe we were too young to know.
That's true. I mean, there is a possibility that we were just too young to notice it. But,
there also wasn't social media where people could be keyboard warriors all day.
I also don't remember the kids in my class getting as political as I see that now. That's
true. Like even in my world politics class, we didn't get that political.
I remember as a kid writing a report about the next election, and I remember writing about Bush, and it was just like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't vote for him because I don't know anything that he likes. I don't know what kind of toys he would play with. Things like that. That's what I wrote about because I was young. And like I remember my mom telling me a story that later on the second Bush's
W.
The second one's
George W. Bush, but I call him W.
And I remember when he was running, Matthew, my middle brother, he was, I don't know, he's 21 now, so I don't know how long ago that was.
That was 2000.
Yeah, so he would have been what?
I don't know.
No, but anyways, but I remember...
He would have been one.
No, it was later. Maybe it was
the second term. Yeah.
But my mom was telling me that he wrote a thing because they asked him at school, like, who would they vote for? And he said that he would vote for Bush because bugs and birds live in bushes, and he likes those. And that's why he would have voted for Bush. And to me, it's like, I feel like back in the day, kids our age were more like that. We were like, we'll vote for, you're a musician. I'll vote for Clinton because he's a musician, and I like that.
Literally, I would have voted for him because of that.
That's probably because we didn't have, like you said, the social media to know what their political or what their views on different things were.
It's funny. Social media, I think, is doing two things. One of them is good. One of them is bad. The first thing, the good thing, is that it's putting kids and everybody in the world more in the know right away. It's letting us know what's happening and giving us information from everywhere instantaneously.
Yeah.
However, social media is also skewing everyone's view of everything because you can't get any information without having some bias attached. The only way you could get the information without having any bias attached is if you were there. And then it would still have bias because it has your bias, which has been created by everything you've learned, heard, felt, and been told your entire life. So social media is playing such a huge role in how we're seeing politics today. And everyone's like, down with social media. And I'm like, wait, I work on social media. Don't say that. But also I get it because it's creating, oh my God, I'm about to get philosophical. It's creating a world of less authentic thinkers. Everyone is thinking based on what they're being told, what they're hearing from other people. And it's all shaded. It's all shaded some color. It's given some flavor. But nobody has authentic thoughts about anything anymore. And I think that's also driving the current political climate to be so explosive.
Yeah.
Versus back then, we didn't have social media. And if you did have social media, you had to wait damn near 20 minutes for it to go dee-doo-doo. And then your mom picks up the phone, you got to start again. So you fought for that social media, and then nobody talked about that.
Yeah.
Everyone just wanted to ask where you were from.
Yeah, and like AOL chat rooms back then, you were literally like, where do you live in this city? Or like if you're in a chat room designated about wrestling or comics or whatever,
who's your favorite wrestler?
Who's your favorite? And then you waited, and then it popped up, and you're like, oh, I love that person too.
Oh my God, I forgot that
and then
delay.
You're like, beep, and you're like, ah. But
nobody talked about politics.
Yeah, and I think now, like you said, social media is the greatest and one of the worst things for this because not only does it feed you unlimited information, it also feeds you unlimited misinformation.
Yes, not just misinformation, but opinion disguised as information. And I think that's where kids today are getting everything is social media. If somebody posts about it on TikTok, they go, this is the truth. But you say, no, why don't you check out like insert neutral media source here? They'll be like, nah, it's okay. I heard it on TikTok. Yeah. And so I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of responsibility there for the people on TikTok to spread information, not opinion. But it's social media and you can't control people. And again, back in the day, things were simpler when it came to politics. So there was less fighting, less hate, less I'm right, you're wrong, and that's it. Everyone's like Trudge Bowl. I'm big, you're small. I'm right, and you're wrong, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That's a Matilda reference for anyone that didn't quite get that.
I got it. My parents raised me to not talk about politics anywhere, but they always taught me that if you do talk about politics somewhere, talk about people talk about politics with people. Like, don't talk at people, don't talk down to people, talk with them. understand why they have that opinion and understand that that more than likely they have a different opinion than you, and that is okay.
But social media, all you do is talk at people.
Yep.
Sometimes it turns into a conversation, depending on how the comments go. But for the most part, you're talking at people. You write that status, and it is at people. Because I wrote a status the other day that said, be a good human. I think I said, be the kind of person that you would want to grow up to be. And I wasn't starting a conversation. I was literally saying, do good, people. Do good things. But I was talking at you. Yeah. And I wasn't talking with you. And even in this vlog or podcast, we're talking at you because you can't in real time respond to us. And as much as I love this podcast, that's why we're not going to talk about politics. That's why we're not going to talk about actual political things, because we can't have the conversation with you.
Yeah. And so, we're never going to be one of those people that are like, you have to like this, you have to,
You don't have to be anything to be our friend. You don't have to be anything to listen to this podcast or watch this on YouTube. This is a safe, open space and I think the more people that have a safe, open space that I know, the more I realize a lot of them are from the era that we are in love with. 90's kids. Because all we ever wanted was a safe, open space to go skate or a safe, open space to go like...
hang out.
Yeah.
Just talk. Just chill with your friends. Like, you didn't do anything except for just talk. You look at magazines, whether it's your, some people were looking at Teen Beat, some people were looking at Game Informer, some people were looking at Guitar Weekly. I don't know if that's
I had a subscription to 2 out of the 3 of those, and it would have been Guitar Weekly, except I didn't play guitar yet. I actually had a subscription to like Classical Music Monthly or whatever that magazine was, and Cat Fancy. But
I went to the store with my mom when she did grocery shopping, and I took a piece of paper and pencil with me and wrote down all the cheat codes that I could find in the game.
I'm so proud of you.
Because
so proud of
my
you.
mom wouldn't buy the book for me, but that's completely...
But you know what? Maybe we need a lighter topic because we were talking about things being a simpler time, and how about the simpleness of going to 7-Eleven, getting a Slurpee, and hanging out outside of the 7-Eleven for an hour and a half, just talking with your friends.
Just
going, yep, that's a pretty cool game. I like that game.
And then you brain freeze. When your biggest worry was how many brain freezes am I going to get, and do I have $1.39 to get the largest size?
Yeah, or oh no, like we've hung out here for an hour and a half. We're supposed to catch the 5:00 movie. Let's go to the movies, and then you have to call your mom. Like, Mom, pick us up. We need to make the movie. It's $4.50.
And she's like, what did I tell you? I told you to make sure you weren't late.
Yeah. And then you got that one friend who spent his last $1.92 on the Slurpee, and now he can't afford the $2 movie.
So then you gotta be that friend that covers
you gotta
him.
spot
And
your
he's
friend.
like, I'll get you next time, and then
they never do.
I need my $2. I'm
gonna call up Ray and be like, yo, I need my $2.
Honestly though, Ray and I were the best because we actually would go back and forth.
Oh,
like,
good.
Although
what?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What, do I owe you $2?
No.
Does he owe you $2?
No, but we did go see a lot.
You're gonna have to tell me what that's about later.
No, it was more or less basically what I was gonna say is we did see a lot of movies, and I think we saw a lot of movies that Ray didn't necessarily want to see at first.
Oh.
But I made it seem like it was this cool idea that he had.
Mm.
And this is how we're gonna find out if Ray watches this vlog.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, bruh.
Bruh.
But no, you talk about it and be like, oh yeah, the movie you were talking about that you wanted to see. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. We should go see it. Yeah, we should.
Oh my gosh.
Or, man, I can't believe you still think you could beat me in that game. Well, let me prove it.
That's how you get your friend to play Mario Kart with you.
And you're like, okay.
Yep. Or like, I would get my friend Sarah to play Mario Kart with me by going, hey, so I really want to play Mario Kart, but I only want to play these 2 levels, and I know you really like Rainbow Road. So would you play, if I play the first round and you play the second round, then you can play Rainbow Road? Because I just really want to play, but... And she'd be like, I love Rainbow Road. Let's do it. And I'm just like, score. I get to go over to her house and play her game.
Basically, it's contract negotiations as a child.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, manipulative little... But yeah.
Yeah, and, like we said, it was just, whether it was social media making it a simpler time.
Not having social media
not
making
having
it a simpler time.
Making it a simpler time, or if it was just a simpler time. I don't know.
Maybe it's our ages making it a simpler time. We don't even know. What a world. What a life. What a ride.
Yeah, I don't know that 15-year-old me really cared about a lot of that, like, as much as 15-year-olds now do, because I wasn't as exposed.
What did you care about at 15 years old?
Making money.
Really?
That's what I wanted. I
Oh
wanted
my
to make
God,
money.
no. I cared about comic books and movies and going skating.
But
and
I cared about money so I could buy those things or do
Oh,
those things.
okay.
And that's what I cared about. I was like, how can I make money so I can do these things?
Gotcha.
Yeah. I used to sell pencils and pens at school just to make some money, and yeah.
I didn't care about money. I just wanted things. I thought they appeared out of thin air. No, I'm just kidding. But
fast forward years later, they do with a piece of plastic.
yeah, I didn't care about politics. I did care about fashion, but apparently I sucked at it my whole life. But again, it's that tomboy. I dressed like a tomboy, so all the preppy girls were always like, you don't know how to dress. And I'm like, well, I know how to dress. It's just not your flavor.
Yeah.
It's not your taste. It's fine. It doesn't have to be.
And that's another thing that we talked about is, that's what I grew up understanding, that just because someone else wears it or does it, doesn't have to be something you like.
Yeah.
And
we understand that, but I don't know if you grew up popular, did that change? That's actually a good question for y'all if you want to write in comments. If you were one of the popular kids growing up, did being popular change, or did it affect the way you see the idea? What am I trying to say? Did it affect the way you understand that people are allowed to like what they want to like and it doesn't have to conform to anything? Or, because back in the 90s, the popular kids all had to like the same thing. Like, there was a reason that stereotypically in movies they dressed the same. It's because the popular kids had to subscribe to the Tommy Hilfiger fashion. And if you didn't wear Tommy Hilfiger, you weren't cool, right? So did that affect the way you see that today? Like, are you the kind of person that says, well, you don't like pizza? How dare you? Versus us, who's just like, that's okay. You don't have to like pizza. Just don't, that means you won't eat my pizza. And I think maybe that's because we never subscribed to what was cool, what was in, what was the thing,
what was required.
Yeah. As a popular kid, did that change the way you see the world today? And it doesn't have to be a negative thing. I wish I was popular as a kid. That would have been nice.
It's been a lot easier.
It would have been nice not to get wedgies and not to get made fun of all the time. But
yeah, I definitely think that, then and now it's really interesting to see the dynamic of how things change.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to do this podcast, is just to have these conversations with each other about how things have changed and take us back to that time that we missed so much and bring you guys along with us, especially for those of you that weren't there. I know some of you guys were there, but you were too young to really remember a lot of it. But yeah, it's being back at our favorite decade when things really, it felt simpler. Yeah. Politics felt simpler. Fashion felt better. Felt much better. I feel like everyone today dresses like a mom. We're going back to the beginning. I just feel like everybody today is dressing like that mom.
Yeah.
With the tote bag and the hat. But nobody wears tote bags and hats, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
Not yet. They will. No, it was definitely a simpler time because, honestly, it was a lot slower because not everything was so fast paced. You're not going to get your delivery in the next day. You're not going to get
Amazon did not do anything. I mean, Amazon may have existed, but literally we ordered something today. We're probably going to get it 2 days from now. Yeah. Which is awesome, by the way.
But yeah, otherwise back then you didn't get to order stuff online. You had to go to the store.
Yeah. So. Oh, how would have that been in pandemic? Yikes. But I'm like, the more I learn about fashion today, the more I realize how much I just really love the fashion of before. And that's okay. Just call me retro. Retro is a great word for not willing to change to what today's society's wearing. Okay. But my version of retro fashion is not 70s. It's 90s. Give me the low-rise pants with the boot cut, low-rise boot cut jeans with Doc Martens underneath, baby tee, belts with chains, and like sleeves underneath my baby tee because that's just so like 90s skater punk right there. And then those necklaces with all the beads. Okay. And chokers. Give me that. Give me that forever. I don't care that I'm 37 and you guys probably think that that's really inappropriate for somebody my age to be wearing. Whatever. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it till I'm an old lady. You're going to see an old lady in low-rise jeans. Ooh, maybe not. That's not okay.
Look, give me my relaxed fit jeans or my sweatpants with my long sleeve t-shirt with my t-shirt over top of it, and I'm happy camper with my backwards hat. Honestly, the best way to describe what I wore a lot, you ever seen Step Up? No, was it Step Up? Yeah, the first Step Up.
Yeah.
With
Channing Tatum.
Where he wore the gray sweats with like the long sleeve white shirt with like the t-shirt and then the backwards hat. That was me in the 90s a lot.
You want to know me in the 90s?
Yeah.
Complicated Avril Lavigne.
Okay.
Me in the 90s. Still me today, minus the tie.
I mean, I'll still wear mine. Actually, I did.
I still have all of it.
For the one tutorial that we did, I wore it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I love reminiscing about this with you. I'm glad that we're doing this. I'm really, really glad.
So speaking of reminiscing.
What?
You know that I'm a movie buff.
Yes.
I love movies. Always have. Any type, you know. We recently watched a movie.
We did, actually. We watched a few.
Yeah, but Bill and Ted's Face the Music.
That one.
Now, her and I are both huge Bill and Ted's fans.
Huge.
And so we grew up watching Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and then Bogus Journey. And...
My first computer was named Ted. And there were other computers involved named Beethoven and Socrates.
And, you know, we watched this movie and with all the nostalgia in our hearts ready to watch it.
Oh, the new one, Bill and Ted Face the Music? Yeah.
And...
Are we giving our review? Is that what we're doing right now?
I think so. Let's do a review.
Okay. We're doing a review of Bill and Ted Face the Music. Oof.
So, I think it was a solid movie.
Short answer is I loved it for the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I did. It was a good movie. But as a fan of Bill and Ted, I don't know that it met all of the marks for me.
The whole time, Bill and Ted are like these broken versions of themselves. You know?
We're not giving any spoilers though, right?
No, we're not going to give any spoilers. But they're just adult versions of themselves where they still want to be that, but throughout the whole time though, you don't get that vibe of old school. It's
like past their prime, but wishing they weren't kind of vibe. It's, you know, the old man that wants to relive the glory days kind of. And it's kind of sad. I remember never feeling sad in a Bill and Ted movie. And I felt sad for a good portion of this one, you know? But I mean, it picks up and it's funny.
It's very funny. And there's a lot of throwbacks and callbacks to old Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey. There's a lot of little...
And I did cry, but it wasn't because I was sad. I cried at the George Carlin cameo.
Yeah.
That's not a spoiler. Everyone knows about that by now. I've seen it everywhere, but I cried at that cameo.
Yeah, it was really cool that they even had his real life daughter in the movie.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was really cool. I'm sure that meant a lot to her.
Oh yeah, it was tiny role, but whatever.
But I think out of 5 stars, it was definitely a 3 3/4.
I would say 3.5, 3 3/4. And as someone who is a fan of Bill and Ted, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, I would give it 3.5 stars. As if I were somebody that hadn't seen or maybe hadn't really been so in love with the first 2 movies, I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. I would give it maybe 4.5. But I think I'm so stuck on the characters, Bill and Ted, being such cool dudes that seeing them not be cool dudes was heartbreaking.
It was really shocking to see. Like,
it was really uncomfortable.
That and it's funny is because the shirt that they're wearing throughout it, that Keanu's wearing it, it almost is the same color as the one that he had around his waist. It's a little more red than orange though.
Yeah.
But I don't remember seeing the whoa, out of him.
Yeah, or at least not with the same energy, you know? And I know that they were trying to be older versions of themselves, but again, I was just really uncomfortable with them. They're such cool dudes.
Yeah, and they were like the epitome of the cool dude. And here it was just like, I felt bad for them. I enjoyed the movie. I definitely enjoyed it. Like you said, as a standalone movie, I enjoyed it. It told the story from start to finish, And even if you hadn't seen the first two, you knew what was going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So if you haven't seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, go ahead and see this one. But then go back and watch the other two. You will know more of what's going on if you watch the other two first.
Yeah.
But they explain everything really, really well. Overall, I think it was a great movie and a well-timed throwback. Yeah. I think we really needed that right now. But as somebody who is about the age that they were in the movie and seeing how they grew up, I'm just like, oh my God, do I look that bad? Am I trying to just hold on to my claim to fame so hard like they are, but I just suck at everything like they do? And I just felt really sad. Mm-hmm. But again, great movie overall.
I'm so glad that Alex and Winters and Keanu Reeves came back to do it.
Me too. Absolutely. I hope that they do another one. I really hope that they do another one with the full cast. Uh-huh. Like everyone that's in that movie, everyone, including the new people. I hope that...
Even the princesses?
Oh, yeah, of course the princesses.
But yeah, I think for the nostalgia, it was definitely up there. It definitely got bonus points because I'm so thankful as a fan that they rounded out this series.
Yes, I'm so... you said it perfectly. Thankful as a fan. Yeah. Like... That was a gift. They gave that to us as a gift. And there was no better year to give us a gift like that.
It was really hard to watch Keanu, though, not have his beard and not be John Wick. And it was like, is he going to kill somebody?
I know. He's been watching John Wick so much. And it's just like...
He's just doing this. And I'm like, John never moves his head.
No, it's so funny. I've never seen John Wick, but I can't watch violence. And that can be a whole other podcast that we have, but... Yeah, but I guess that's our review of Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Watch it. It's good.
It's good. Worth it.
There's just a few things that I wish they would have done different. But then again, I didn't make the movie. So.
Honestly, you know what? Never mind. I need to give it 5 out of 5 stars.
Really?
They could not have done it any other way. If they were going to tell this particular story, they did it perfectly. Okay. So never mind. I changed my answer. 5 out of 5 stars. I was sad at what was happening to the characters, but it needed to happen. It was told well. Yeah. The story was exactly how it needed to be told. 5 out of 5 stars. Done.
Okay. I can... Dang.
It took me all this time. It took me months since we've watched it and then filming this whole conversation to go, oh, wait a minute. No, seriously, that's how it had to be. If they had acted differently, if they had portrayed older versions of them differently, how could that particular story be told? That's couldn't true. Have.
So they did play it right.
They played it exactly right.
Honestly, though, but now that I think about it, we probably would have been annoyed if they would have been the same guys from Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been like, really? They haven't changed at all?
Well,
you know?
No, but they didn't.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, but they changed
If
enough.
they had changed to match the current day, that storyline could never have happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I changed my answer. 5 out of 5.
I'm going to go with 4.5.
Okay.
I'm going to modify because, like you said, it definitely, for the story that they told, they were perfect.
And then this wasn't staged for me to change that. I literally just had this, like, epiphany.
And I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about it based on those characters, and then it's like someone reprising a role, and it's like, that's not even the same. They're not acting the same.
Yeah.
But they really were acting the same, but an older version of that person.
Yeah. So...
Wow.
Okay, so we did a movie review, which I wasn't planning on us doing today, but that does lead me into saying we want to do reviews of older movies. So if you have older 90s movies that you want us to review, we'd be totally happy to do that because I promise we've watched them. And yeah, we went from fashion to politics, back to fashion, and then Bill and Ted's, which kind of is fashion.
And politics.
And politics.
Socrates.
Beethoven. Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah.
This was fun.
I definitely enjoyed that. Yeah, sorry that we just went into that. And
no, it's fine. I think it's a good segue to let everybody know that we're going to be doing movie reviews. We're going to do album reviews as well because I'm a big music buff. He's the movie buff. I'm the music buff. It's like you're on Beat the Geeks, but you don't have to actually fight us for a prize.
Yeah, you'll beat me. But no, sorry, I'm still stuck on what you were saying. They really did do right.
Now we have to watch the movie again so you can really experience that.
They really did right by that.
So go watch the movie if you haven't yet. And please do me a favor. And the next time somebody says something negative about low-rise pants, remember that you love me and that you need to fight for my honor because it's okay to like low-rise pants. But it's not okay to force your friends to wear them. They can wear whatever they want. anybody can wear whatever they want. Also, be nice on social media.
Be nice to everybody.
Just be nice.
Yeah. Just understand everybody's different. Everybody's going to have a different choice and a different outlook. And understand that. Just
yeah. Be as nice as the 90s were.
Ooh.
Some people are like, I hated the 90s, so I'm just going to be a jerk. I'm like, okay. But yeah.
So it was a fun podcast.
Yeah, it was.
It was a lot of fun.
I look forward to next time.
We definitely weren't prepared for that.
We were not.
Last part, but sorry.
If you guys have topics that you want us to cover, comment down below in the comment section of the YouTube video. But if you're on the podcast, head over to our YouTube channel. It is youtube.com. And then search for Safety Scissors and Duct Tape because we don't have a URL yet, but we will soon.
But one of the things that we talked about ending, and we decided to start at this episode, is to end with a piece of 90s trivia for you guys to answer below. And
yeah, so you guys can put the answer below, and then we'll give the correct answer in the next podcast.
And maybe we'll shout out the first person that got it right.
Yeah.
Sound
so
like fun?
What's the question today?
The question is... That one?
Yep.
What fashion accessory was invented by a high school shop teacher?
That's a crazy question.
That's from the 90s.
Like, we just read the answer, and I'm actually kind of blown away. So go ahead and answer that in the comments. If you're on the podcast, please head over to our YouTube channel. If you follow me on Instagram, I have a link in my bio. So me on Instagram is Jenne Vermees, JenneVermes. Wow, that's so complicated. But yeah.
You can find me on Instagram at Running Mouth Studios.
Yes, but he doesn't have a link in his bio.
No, I should.
So we might put that there.
I'll put a link. So, I'll work on that before this comes out. So
yeah, we're still working the kinks out, but it's fine. I think we need one more subscriber and we can have a URL.
And if you go and check it out and there is not a link in mine, yell at me.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, hopefully we've gotten the subscriber that we needed in order to have a URL. So hopefully that happens. Please subscribe to this channel so that you can become a part of this
group.
I was going to say excellent adventure, but I can't say that because that's what we're calling something else. So maybe the bogus journey.
Oh, you guys aren't. Well.
I don't know. We're pretty bogus. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. Names and stuff and things. But this was so much fun. And we will see you next time.
Yeah. So if you are on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Let us know that you liked it.
If you're not on YouTube, go to YouTube and hit the thumbs up.
And, leave a comment below. Answer some of the questions that we asked you. And also... answer that final question of the day, the 90s trivia. Yeah, and let us know what other topics you want us to cover. Tell us things about the 90s you want us to talk about, because we'll talk all day, honestly. We have been. I think we filmed like 7 videos today. So. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way you can be notified by hitting that bell also, that whenever we come out with new content, because this channel does not just have the podcast. No, it has everything. Challenge videos, vlogs, and we have no schedule. We just post things. Yeah. So find out when we're going to be posting just by getting that notification in your phone that goes bing. But anyways, so I'm Safety Scissors. And I'm Duct Tape. And thanks for chatting with us.